Good afternoon. This is the 5FM Radio Main News, the headlines. Mundivile says Chawama by-election unnecessary and costly. List WMC secures 24 convictions for illegal waste disposal in PHI. And planes grounded after Airbus discovered solar radiation could impact systems. This bulletin is live on our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie. Mparakas, a member of parliament and Patriotic Front PF presidential hopeful Brian Mundubile, has said the decision to declare the Chawama parliamentary seat vacant will cost the country not less than 30,000 kwacha. This follows a ruling made yesterday by Speaker of the National Assembly Nelly Muti, who declared the Chawama seat vacant and referred the matter to the Electoral Commission of Zambia (ECZ) to begin preparations for a by-election. Mr. Mundubile expressed concern that the government has still not paid farmers under the Food Reserve Agency (FRA), yet resources are now expected to be channeled towards a by-election. He argued that the Chawama constituency will effectively remain without representation for months. The by-election is expected to take place in February 2026. He further lamented that what he described as reckless decisions by leaders under the supervision of President Hakainde Hichilema continue to put an unnecessary financial burden on the nation.
Parliament will adjourn sometime in December. The seat is declared vacant. Let's say the by-election is in February. Whichever MP will be elected will sit in Parliament not even for a month. But this decision will not cost this country less than 30 million. Today, the farmers are still not paying. You see, the reckless decisions our leaders continue to make under the supervision of President Hakainde Hichilema. We have always said, as PF, as a pro-poor party, our decisions are based.
The Lusaka Integrated Solid Waste Management Company, List WMC, has secured 11 convictions against residents of the Presidential House Initiative (PHI) for failing to subscribe to licensed solid waste service providers in their area. The 11 residents appeared before Magistrate Moffat Piri at the Civic Center Fast Track Court on charges of failing to subscribe to an authorized solid waste service provider, an offense under Section 24, Subsection 1, paragraphs 5 and 6 of the Solid Waste Regulation and Management Act Number 20 of 2018. According to List WMC, the affected households were first issued two warning notices instructing them to comply with the law. When they failed to do so, they were served with court summons and subsequently prosecuted before the fast track court. The enforcement exercise targeted 60 households in Lusaka's PHI area. Of these, 24 so far have been convicted, with fines payable immediately or risk of a warrant of distress being issued. The remaining 36 households are yet to appear before the fast track court. List WAMC has since cautioned all Lusaka residents that the Solid Waste Regulation and Management Act Number 20 of 2018 is full in effect and will continue to be enforced. This is according to a statement issued by Lusaka Integrated Solid Waste Management Company Public Relations Officer Cyril Fofana Muntanga. The Eastern Province Jurisdictional Sustainable Landscape Program (EPJSLP), through its Project Implementation Unit (PIU), has continued conducting district-level orientation and awareness meetings aimed at engaging key stakeholders from government, the private sector, and civil society. The meetings are designed to orient district multi-sectoral teams (DMTs) on the program's goals and implementation framework. Their primary objective is to strengthen understanding of the project development objectives, project's components, key activities, and stakeholder roles to enhance coordination, implementation efficiency, and overall program effectiveness. Officiating at the meeting in Chadiza, District Commissioner Malan Zimba, represented by District Administrative Officer Matsauso Mwale, called on the DMT to collaborate effectively and develop coordinated plans to ensure the successful implementation of the EPJSLP. He emphasized the need to build on the achievements of the Zambia Integrated Forest Landscape Project, which the EPJSLP succeeds.
The project will go a long way in ensuring that our farmers adopt climate smart agriculture practices. We do believe that with the incentives that are in place for farmers under this project, there will be a lot of motivation for farmers to do climate smart agriculture activities. And in the long term, this will result in increased productivity for the different crops that the farmers grow. But it will also result in improved environmental management as well as improved long-term productivity. I want to encourage the farmers to take advantage of this initiative of government because many other districts would have wanted of it, but that they were chosen to participate. That is very important. So I want to once again urge them to take advantage of.
Speaking during the same orientation session, District Agricultural Coordinator Kahengi Ziko commended the Ministry of Green Economy and Environment through the EPJSLP for providing incentives under the Climate Smart Agriculture component. Mr. Ziko said the CSA incentives will motivate farmers to adopt improved agricultural practices, leading to increased production and productivity across forest crops in the district.
There are some projects which we did not finish in a good way with the old project. This is the time that as a district, we need to sit down. These people, when they get back, we need to sit down and replan and make sure that where we didn't do good, we have to do better. I know we are supposed to do a lot of awareness meetings into the fields, into our people, in our communities, and the chance has been given for this project has come back again.
Meanwhile, EPJSLP Monitoring, Verification and Reporting Technical Officer Arthur Asumani disclosed that the project is financed by the World Bank in partnership with the Global Environment Facility and other cooperating partners at a total cost of 43.9 million United States dollars.
What we are using is a follow agriculture, forestry, and other land uses. So meaning we are tracking carbon from forest itself, from agriculture, from energy. Agriculture, of course, combines livestock as well as the crop side. So, in terms of funding, there is available a total of $43.9 million for this program, 30 million of which is set aside for purchase of carbon emissions reduction. And then the remaining 11.9 is a grant that is supporting the implementation of activities before we begin to receive the carbon revenues.
The Zambia Agribusiness and Trade Project has entered its second phase, a development that agroeconomist Derek Mwape describes as a very good step in the lives of people. Speaking in an interview with 5FM, Mr. Mwape said the project launched by the Zambian government in partnership with the World Bank is designed to boost the country's agricultural sector and uplift the livelihoods of farmers. He explained that the initiative will support the adoption of modern weather forecasting technologies, giving farmers reliable information to guide planting, harvesting, and marketing decisions. Mr. Mwape added that the project will also channel investments into improving rural road networks, establishing storage facilities, and promoting renewable energy use to power agricultural activities. He noted that these interventions are expected to increase production and productivity, strengthen food security, and raise farmers' incomes. According to Mr. Mwape, the second phase of the project is said to benefit thousands of farmers across the country, ultimately contributing to national economic growth.
One, the right things were done. And for that, I would like to congratulate both the government and the farmers for the job well done. Now, coming to the mitigation of the challenges that our farmers are facing under these conditions of climate change, to address the same challenges, several mitigation measures can be taken by the project. Number one of the mitigation measures to the impact of climate change is that the project should, train farmers on smart agricultural practices. Like, for instance, training the farmers on drought tolerant varieties.
And in other news trending this afternoon, the Media Network on Child Rights and Development says it is unfortunate that more than 1,600 learners will not have their GCE results processed by the Examinations Council of Zambia following suspected examination malpractices at 5 centers. The gallery's collection custodian Andrew Chifita says the institution gives artists a valuable platform to showcase their skills and gain visibility in the industry. And in foreign news, thousands of Airbus planes have been grounded after it was discovered that intense solar radiation could interfere with onboard flight control computers, leading to delays around the world. Around 6,032 planes are thought to be affected, half the European firm's global fleet, but it is understood most will be able to fly again after undergoing a quick software update. The UK's aviation regulator said there would be some disruption and cancellations to flights, though the impact at airports appears to be limited. Airbus said it discovered the issue after an investigation into an incident in which a plane flying between the US and Mexico suddenly lost altitude in October. And in sports news, Power Dynamo's head coach Oswald Mutapa has declared his side ready for today's Total Energies Confederation of Africa Football CAF Champions League Group A clash against Egyptian side Pyramids Football Club at the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium in Dola. Reflecting on last week's disappointing start against Moroccan side RS Pekan, Mutapa told reporters during a pre-match press briefing today that the team is ready for the Pyramids challenge. Mutapa said the boys are excited about the challenge that lies ahead and nothing is impossible in football and we'll have to give it all. Kickoff has been scheduled for 18 hours Central African time. Up next, the weather report.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
Western and southern provinces, including the eastern parts of central, southern parts of Luapula, and northern parts of eastern provinces, mainly cloudy, slightly windy, and warm to hot with isolated showers. Maximum temperature is ranging from 29 to 38 degrees Celsius. The night will be partly cloudy, slightly windy, and mild with a chance of isolated rain. Northern Muchinga, Copperbelt, and Lusaka provinces, including the western parts of central, northern parts parts of Luapula and southern parts of eastern provinces, partly cloudy, slightly windy and warm to very hot with a chance of isolated showers. Maximum temperatures ranging from 28 to 37 degrees Celsius. And the night will be partly cloudy, slightly windy, and mild with a slight chance of isolated rain. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. Mperikos, a member of parliament in Patriotic Front PF presidential hopeful Brown Mundibile, has said the decision to declare the Chawama parliamentary seat vacant will cost the country not less than 30,000 kwacha. The Lusaka Integrated Solid Waste Management Company has secured 11 convictions against residents of the Presidential Housing Initiative for failing to subscribe to licensed solid waste service providers in their area. And finally, thousands of Airbus planes have been grounded after it was discovered that intense solar radiation could interfere with onboard flight control computers, leading to a delay or delays rather around the world. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the Happy Hour of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. My name is Lance Sannie. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.